Alright, in this mini lecture we're going to talk about complementary events. Complementary events are needed because sometimes we need to know the probability that event A does not occur. Right? Sometimes we're given event A, but we need to know that what the probability of event A not occurring is. So here's the formal definition on the right hand side of the page. It says the complement of event A denoted by A bar, or some textbooks will use A prime. So A prime is like an A with an apostrophe to the right of it. So we'll use A bar or A prime, and we'll interchange between the two within all of these lectures. But know that some books use A bar and some use A prime. In any event, the complement of A denoted by A bar or A prime consists of all outcomes in which event A does not occur, where it does not occur. Alright, so let's go to the next page and work on an example. Alright, so our example here will be a real world example, and we're going to talk about, let's say we're talking about birth genders. Right, birth genders. So in this example, we're going to use some statistics that we've gotten and we've collected as a country, as a world, and it's in birth genders. And in reality, there are more boys born than girls. In reality, there are far more boys born than girls. So in one typical group, there are 200, let's say 205 newborns. 205 newborns. Let's clean this up a little bit. Alright. So 205 newborn babies. And we're going to say that 105 of them are boys. 105 are boys. So if one is randomly selected, one is randomly selected, from the group, what is the probability that the baby is not a boy? So our question is this: what is the probability that the baby is not a boy? The baby is not a boy. Alright, so we can go to the next page and actually solve this and get our solution or our explanation in understanding this, and basically bring into this problem the concept of complement. So because 105 of 205 out of the 205, right? 105 out of the 205 are boys. Make a distinction. They are boys. 105 out of the 205 are boys. It follows that then 100 must be girls, right? If there's a total of 205 and 105 are boys, then the other 100 must be girls. So we can say this, that the probability of not selecting a boy, not selecting a boy, and which is probability of boy, but its complement, which is the probability of selecting a girl. Right? If selecting a boy was what the data gave us, then the complement must be not selecting a boy, which is selecting a girl. So that is going to be the 100 that we talked about over the 205, and that gives us about 48 hundredths, 48%. Alright, so we just found the complement, which was the probability of selecting a girl. or the probability that the baby is a girl, being 48 hundredths. And this is an example of a complement